Our work is never over. Never over. Is never over. Is never over. Never over.
Yo, what's up? I'm back. Let's get the show on the road, shall we? Switch over this. What's going on here? Something's still like weird. Oh no, it's fine. It's not nuts. Just gotta fix my light here. Pour myself a glass of wine. Again. Jasper, you just ate. He does this all the time. Once again, I apologize about not having a direct feed of the sound for you guys, but that will eliminate an echo because I'm lazy and I don't like to wear headphones. So I like my surround sound speakers. Though, like, if I ever did like develop a big audience, I would probably suck it up and start wearing headphones. Get a nice pair over the ear headphones. I had the wireless ones for PlayStation 4, the blue. They had blue on them. I think they were the gold. Yeah, because there's the gold ones. I had the gold ones, the cheap ones. Kind of wanted the platinum ones because the microphone on the gold sucked. So much clearer on the platinum one, and it was like a stereo microphone setup, like two microphones on each ear thing. So sorry if I'm kind of gross. This is like a glass. I had a glass. I shouldn't be lazy. I gotta do dishes. I do have two wine glasses, so I don't have them to do. I only had one glass of wine in this, but it's been like a couple days, so. rinsing. I rinsed it like thinking, oh, maybe like I'd come have another glass when I got home, and I never did. So it's definitely not thinking this one. This one's nice. It's smaller, but I like it because it has. I don't know if you can see very well. It has like a gold ring along the top. So, with my new chair here, that is now it has its problems. The biggest problem is the covering. It's like fake leather is coming off. It gets everywhere, but it's pretty easy to vacuum, so it's not too bad. When it was a chair, the biggest problem was the lack of padding on the seat. Like there is padding, but like there's this bar across the middle. It's not very thick. This new chair has a lot better padding. I don't know if it was. This obviously wasn't bad at one time. I guess like over years, it just got squished and never came back to normal. So I took the back off. I recycled the armrests because they were just a plastic piece. My new chair has padded armrests. It's kind of a cheaper chair. Off of it was a little bit more expensive because it has a massage and heat function, which I like. It's not the greatest. Like those chairs you see at the mall that you put money in, they'd probably do a better job. The heat is only on the back. I kind of wish it was on the bottom too, just to like keep my whole body warm and cozy. It's just like one area in the back. It's not like the whole back. It's not like a nice heated seat in a car. Um, but I like to stitch it. Like it has a blue like line around the edge. It has a hole in the middle. I thought the hole was kind of weird at first, but I found that it's great. It's perfect for just put my hand in it, pick it up. It's like a handle. I think that might be what it's designed for. It's not like ergonomic for a handle. It's not really bad thing, but whatever. I don't know. I think it only costs like 120 bucks or something, and like I could have got like a brand name one or even like a ICANN one, which is like Canada Computers brand, for like probably like 180 bucks plus tax, and it wouldn't have the heat or the massage function. And like I said, those functions aren't the greatest, but they're actually, it's not too bad. It's better than nothing. When my back's hurting me from like work or something, I'd take like Tylenol and Advil. It's gonna be dry, and I'm kind of already got like a dry throat, and I'm kind of thirsty. Probably not gonna be the greatest. But bottoms up. And I did a horrible job cleaning because I have the light in front of me. These streets. This is actually the lens cleaning kit from my PlayStation VR. Or not kit, the cloth that came. I had another good microfiber cloth. I don't know what happened to it. I got one at Dollarama. I don't know if it is microfiber, but it's horrible. Like it did not clean my glasses. It just smeared everything around. Couldn't lift anything off, and it was really, really thin. Like this is like thick. It's got a nice feel to it. I think I might have actually thrown one out. Like it's hard to. I find it's hard to keep the cloths clean, especially if you have oily skin, which I do probably because of all the junk food I eat. I do have some scratches that are fine. like a shirt to clean it instead of this microfiber cloth. And even using this, like sometimes it can't scratch it. Controller is here. Death Stranding is ready to go. I might have to move my camera. I don't know if it's in a good spot for this game. So I got a new monitor too, which is nice because my old one was 1680 by 1050. So for the purpose of like streaming at why did this close? It's not a new version, is it? No, it's not. I'm wondering in the updates if multiple problems fixed. I wonder if at some point they added a different beverage than Monster Energy drink because the Monster Energy drink product placement it's like right in your face, like when like it's this weird post-apocalyptic world. They have Monster Energy drink. It's all Sam drinks. He doesn't drink water. Doesn't drink wine. Um, I'm not sure if it's true, but like someone said, like when your canteen fills up, it magically turns water into Monster Energy drink. I don't know if it like fills up when you're like walking through a river or something. And then the wine, it's 13%. It's Fantini. I'm probably not pronouncing this right. Sangiovese. It's like S. Fantini is probably right. Fangiovese. It's like Indicazione. Indici. Indicazone. Geographica Typica. I, it's got some awards. Best Italian Producer 2016, 2017, and 2019. That was by Luca Moroni. And there's also another Mundus Vini gave them Best Italian Producer in 2017. One of the cheaper bottles of this much wine. Contains sulfiti. No, contiene sulfiti or contains sulfites or content de sulfites. I don't know. The last one was French. I don't know if I pronounced it right. I actually used to be really good at French pronunciation. That was when we had. Oh, the lid just. I think that was wine. I just licked off my finger. It's got little teeth where it used to be connected. Um, I used to be good at French pronunciation when we had a teacher, when I had a teacher in public school and high school to like guide us. Um, I remember all the intricacies of it, and I sort of lost interest as soon as it became an elective and we didn't have to take it. I was like, screw this! I want to take like science and like there's so many programs that if you're interested in things that you want to take, it's hard to choose sometimes. So like I took like physics and chemistry. I didn't take biology, but I actually dropped out of chemistry because, like, I think I had both physics and chemistry in the same semester. It was a rough semester. Like, I find it's better to only have like one like really hard class in a semester, and if I was gonna be like an engineer or a scientist, I probably should drop chemistry. I found physics to be more interesting. I wanted to go into like stuff, which would really matter in physics. I should actually. Hopefully, my speakers are loud enough that you can hear the game well. Yeah, I should probably just move. I don't know where I should put some of my shirts. Not the yellow. Um, it is in a bad spot right now. I might move it. I just want to keep it on the left side because that's what it's designed for. It'll look kind of weird, just like coming out of nowhere on the left middle. Let's see. So right now, I don't think I have enough quests. It doesn't call that because they're deliveries or. Oh wait, find something here now. So that's for there. I don't know if there's any of these that are on the way. Let's do this. I think it's for the same area that I had to go get them on the network for that delivery. Might be a little bit further, but this is where you need like an option. We'll do this one, and then I'll go do the main story one. Why are there 5 live? Oh, probably all of them. A bunch of supplies, and I think if you don't take the supplies, I'm pretty sure it puts them into private servers. I'm Sam Bridges. Norman Reedus. I'm the magic fetus. Let's see how the fetus is doing. I have this weird feeling that the fetus is like maybe like decades, probably older than Sam because like the fetus, BB, I should say fetus. Norman Reedus, there's a funny like drawing, some fan work and artwork on. Yeah, there's him and BB. It said Norman Reedus, magic fetus. And it's an accurate description of the game. It's the BB. He's hooked up to suit. Somehow it like hooks up into like his mind too, and he like sees what like BB sees. So like BB's having like remembering things and having flashbacks. Sam experiences it too, and so I'm pretty sure it's BB's dad. And it's weird because it's from a long time ago, and the guy's calling him BB, but it actually stands for. Is it beached baby? Because BT means beached thing. I never actually looked up what BB means. Sam gave him the name Blue. I don't know if he had a kid or if his I think his wife was pregnant with a kid and they're gonna call it Lou. She actually died in like one of the disasters that this game. It's a weird game, okay? So as you can see, United Cities of America. It's the United States of America. And if you look at the map, how do I get to the full map? Yeah, this is Stranding. Oh yeah, this is. I didn't know there was. So as you can see, it looks like the United States. I think I don't know if there's a chunk missing on the right continent, the right coast. I don't know if it's supposed to be. pretty sure it is. I was actually wondering like if I could walk like hike down to Florida and see what like Florida would look like. So, um, it's the United States, but it's United Cities of America. It's a fraction of the size. My guess is 1/10 the size. Because you can see like first we started from the right, went to the left. Where like each dot is like a city or a shelter. Then I brought into the network. When you break things into the network, it sort of makes it like a multiplayer experience because there's like multiverse thing. There's other sand. I'm not putting another one around right now. Thanks for that. I think that was the guy that shall say. So if I'm out and about and I just press the touchpad, Sam will like shout, be like, "Hey, I'm Sam," and like someone else might be like, "I'm Sam too," and like you can hear where it's coming from based on the surround sound. You're like, it might be like behind you. It's kind of cool. No, that's the feeling. So it's not gonna work here. So that's part of the multiverse thing. I don't know where other players are at the moment that they're like I'm playing, or if it's like where they were at some point, or like where they saved or something. But once things are on the network, what other players build will show up in my game, and I'm not sure how it selects what's going to show up. I'm pretty sure not everything shows up. So like this, there's like a zip line thing. Someone else built that. I don't think it will tell me from here. And these markers, I'm pretty sure people like online sign. People laid that down to let me know there's like rain or snow. I don't know, like is go like people are saying go up, so like someone's saying there's like a path this way. But they took a path there anyway. Keep on keeping on. So structures and stuff like there's a ladder here. Someone else placed this ladder. Let's see. Save area. Area. So this house is an online save house. So, yeah, it shows me Nazara Harper 1 built that. So like I can save there, I can rest there. I think it restocks my ammo, and I think I can teleport there. I'm not sure. This vehicle, someone else bought this vehicle here, and it showed up in my game. I did not bring a vehicle out this far. It's pretty awesome. So right now I have to go over here. Oh no, that's a lot. Okay, yeah. So it is for. So this is where I had to go for the delivery. I had to pick up a delivery that another deliverer guy, which is a porter in this game, abandoned in this area. And I thought this quest was in the same area. So no, I have to go down there or go around there rather, might be better. And go over here. And I have a feeling that I might need my gas mask here too, because I needed a oxygen mask. Just like Bog. Not sure why it's called Bog, but it's a little picture of an oxygen mask. So I'm going to look. Oh yeah, so I was thinking maybe go up this way instead. Probably go straighter than that, but and so I did have to get to this area, and then I look for samples of ancient bacteria stolen by terrorists. Okay, so I better have a gun on me. It might be a good idea to have some armor, but I'll just keep the thermal. Maybe I'll bring some armor instead. keep the pads on it. So I have to use non-lethal assault rifles. I'm pretty sure they are to do it. Actually, I don't know. Terrorists might kill you. Because the thing is, when you kill someone, you have to dispose of their body. Otherwise, there will be a death stranding, which is when like the body starts like losing this like black oil, and then like a BT is born. Or, I don't know. It's not like actually, it's more than just a BT being born, which is like these monsters in this game. Something happens to the BT, and it's like a nuclear bomb going off. And Sam, your character, was actually found in one of those craters because he's a repatriate, which means when you die, you come back to life. Like it's a video game. It's like you have infinite lives. So that's how they explain their character having infinite lives in the game. It's fucking weird. When you come back to life, I don't know if it goes in. I think it goes in his mouth and down his throat. Well, there's a little baby inside his like stomach, and you like, and the baby like smiles or like does something, and then like it comes back. The camera comes back out. It looks exactly like BB. So like, and like I don't know if Sam has a scar on his stomach, but you've seen. I've already been through parts in the game where there's like a little baby doll with like it's all like disfigured and ruined. Like people like put shit in it, like screws and nails or staples or something, and like it had like a weird little cut in the stomach and like stitches or like staples. And I think that's to represent the repatriate thing, and like it's just weird. Um, I'd rather not die to show you guys what it's like, but if I do end up dying, you get to see it. Easily look it up. Nothing in the chat yet. Hopefully the chat is properly connected. Oh, yeah, it looks silly. Floating. What is it? Last Use my like wireless headphones on PlayStation for sound or something. But PlayStation, even though it has Bluetooth, it does. I don't know if it has the chip or whatever. The Bluetooth component isn't capable of it, but I'm pretty sure it'll do it. Connect to certain things specifically made for the PlayStation, but it won't connect to my Sony wireless headphones. It will see them. It will ask for a code, and then it will say PlayStation 4 can't connect to this kind of Bluetooth device or something like that. I'll have to get the delivery right. I know. I have to go over. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Okay, I was getting the armor. Sorry, the alcohol might be taking effect. Fabricate equipment. 2 armor plates, please. Could have done it in that screen. Swap it now. Wait, what? Oh, stuff on my back. Fine, I'll leave it like that. I was gonna have cargo on there and just replace the heating thermal pads with, but I got enough bullets. Shouldn't drive truck, but here we go. That he's actually talking about the one. It's nothing to do with the game. Weird world they live in. Beautiful is the world they live in. Gigantic. That's like, what do we have here? I think I did too soon. Which is weird because in the description, okay, so like there's mules and terrorist zones where there's enemies and stuff. And there's these little things that was just there on the ground that detect you, and you can cancel it out by doing your scanner. And in the description, I'm pretty sure it said at the same time. Normally, when I get it to work, it's like slightly after. So, like their scanner ping will go, and then I'll do mine. And there, it was like almost at the exact same time, and it didn't work. So so they're coming for me. They're coming. Okay, I'm right in the middle now. Okay, so there's this review. Oh god, stop! Oh, I don't have any valuable targets here. It's metals. I don't want any metal. Where is? There you go. Yes, it can. And to make that work better, hide from my owl ship. Enemies in smoke with an oxygen mask. My blood is going. Why is it not? So blood bags. So when you get shot, or if you use, so your blood, because you're a repatriate, and you can come back to life. Your blood has a special property, like can hurt ETs. So you have weapons like grenades and bullets and stuff that use your blood to like coated in or like full of. Sorry, the bullets are coated in. If it's a grenade, it's full of your blood. Also, when you get shot, you lose blood. So we have these blood bags, and they won't. If you're getting shot, they won't be doing a transfusion. So you need like I don't know, like 5 or 10 seconds of not getting hit for it to work. I don't know if I have one equipped. But it actually goes when you're in the. Sounds really goes slowly. I never really noticed though. It's not actually pausing the game when you do that. It's a hologram. Okay, so I need to find one of them still. This is going. I'm not going back to him anytime soon, but this is light stuff, so I might as well take it. So now I just need to find the other one. Wait, I lost the container you split? What? Oh, it's a gold too. I should be fine. I don't need it. I didn't really access it. Time fall or time snow. It's called time fall instead of rainfall. That's what I generate. Generate a many customers. I'm stuck on the rocks. There we go. So that's actually going to the guy I'm going back to. I already have one of these. Why's the container damaged? Mine might be damaged. So 7% might. Why not switch it out? Okay, sure. These are still selected. Okay. So this go in the back. This I'll just leave with this. And then the other one's still on my back, right? Where did it go? I don't really need it, so just put it there. Oh, it's up in the back. My bike's still over there. I'm just gonna run for it. Run for it, Marty! Maybe I can go along here. Let's see. Oh, it's like way down there. My battery's low. Ah! Oh, I know why. It's the oxygen mask. Well, oh no, my cargo got damaged from the boat bullets. Normally, I reload when I get damaged cargo, but I don't really want to fight these terrorists. So it's whatever. Is it faster if I go to the left? I don't know. 'Cause there's a good, like, there's a ridge along here, so that's why I'm going to the right. Might as well follow the path. I think I'm going to lay a generator. I think there's one way over there. Something over there. Some bridges. I'm gonna go this way instead. That's just chemicals, geologist. Kind of rocky, but I guess I could run from here. It's not so bad running if I was on the bike or suck balls. Like, so down there. Stop a refill. Finish my glass. Top it off. No, can you count? It never counts down how long it takes to go. There we go. So now, when other people are playing in this area, they probably, I don't know how many of them will see it, but some people will. And they get likes on it. I don't actually put it higher. Is that the gas pit that I was in before? Monster energy drink consumed. I don't mind subtle like product placement where it's just there, but like when it's like everywhere, like in your face. So it's like I consider like people consider the guy who made this game to be like an artist. Like I consider video games like art in a sense. It's just like shitting on your own creation. So you get a little bit more money. Someone kind of blocking this deer. Kind of in the way. Sorry about the damage.
Good to see you safe and sound.
If there weren't any terrorists, I would have saved it. I would have reloaded and saved. Gun for yet. 13, 16%. I didn't get an S. I did get 4 stars with this guy. I just get the color. Volcano orange. Ooh, I don't got any like level up things that I can do. Someone use my structure. My bridge link is really high because of like a part of this road that I built and like other people using my road.
I'll be sure to call it. Okay.
We're actually far from where the roads are because we're in the mountains, so it's not something I can really show you right now. Like I could go to a safe room and teleport, show you guys roads that way, but so my face is all bloody. Come on, dude. Like, I want me in. I want to play it and stream something other than Death Stranding. Geologist. Oh yeah, so I have to entrust some lost cargo. Okay, there's one that's all the way down there. Cargo.
Sam, if you'd like someone to take care of a standard delivery for you, you can put the relevant cargo in a share locker. Should a fellow order decide
Oh, so I've never done that before. It's not the same as this here. I thought it was the same, but I guess not. Well, if there are terrorists there, it's not telling me. Only 37 kilograms. Let's do this. So I need a new PC. See. I lost one of those. There's one in the storage thing there. I thought I had to go pick something up. I am confused as to what I have to do. Hopefully it'll go into more details. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's a cargo shell. So wait, I have to collect all 4 containers of tar extract. But then what is this? Okay, so that's just 1 of 5. So like they had 1, and I need to get 4 more. Why does it say but was lost by the porter en route? Well, this is something I delivered from him. Is it something I delivered from him? I think I delivered it to him. Now he's delivering it to. Who is it? I can't. I'm not gonna show up, and it's not that. It's not a third. There's someone around here. Unless if it's going to Heartman, I don't know. Pretty sure there's a third location. So I have to go collect. Let's get rid of this. And I go to here. Is that caution? There's like rocky terrain there. Oh, looks like a good route. And I shall save. This isn't my day right now. The video game pretty much is centered around sand. So this day's not today. I don't know what is. Might have been able to bring that truck with us. Weird thing. But it's so there's these weird things called chiral crystals, and then when they form on the ground, they form in the shape of a human hand. There's also the BTs, the beach things, which I think they're like it's like a soul that won't go over to the other side and it's still like tied to this world that I'm in. And when they hear you, I don't know if they can see you, but when they know you're there and they start looking for you, they start leaving these handprints or like footprints with their hands. So it's weird because you can see their bodies and they're not like walking on their hands or anything. It's just leaving these weird random handprints. It's really fucking weird. Yeah, like it's supposed to be fucking weird. It's this weird world where it's supposed to make you go like, what? Watch this thing. I was climbing through mountains and makes me take a steep. I need a snowboard. So there, I'm disconnected from the chiral network. I can still build things. I just think they're not shared with other players, and I can't see what other players build. Now there's BTs close. Not close yet, it's just close now. So here's some chiral crystals. Maybe if I walk over you can see them. So look, you can sort of see the hand. There you go. There's a hand with 3 fingers. I thought it had 4 fingers. Listen to the hand. They tend to form in areas where there's time fall, which is rain that, like, if it touches the skin, it like ages you. If it touches the containers that cargo is in, it will damage the cargo container, and the cargo it basically ages stuff, so it'll make it brittle and fall apart. Snow does the same thing. I think it's actually faster than rain. Like call this a walking simulator, pretty much is. So now we got some BTs close by. Fun things there. They're really close by. This is BB's little radar thing. You have BB with you. This thing points in the direction of the closest beast thing, or BP. When you're near them, it's a good idea to crouch. When you're really near them, you press the right trigger and hold your breath. So you make less noise. They can't hear you breathing. And you don't want to hold it till your stamina runs out, because if you do that, that makes Sam take a huge deep breath. So there's one right there. I will kill it so you guys can watch me kill it. I'm going to try to do this stealthily. So, I actually haven't seen the pop-up for it recently, but there's have a way to kill them without using any ammo. To get really close. For beeps, anything that's like a beeps thing, when you kill them, they drop. It does have 4 fingers. It's really quick. We'll drop chiral crystals when you kill them. I have like 3,000 of them. I have to go back and start building roads. You need chiral crystals, metal, and ceramics to build the roads. I don't know if there's any roads through mountains. Let's try and cut this guy from the road. There's these new BTs that I just started seeing, and they're sort of red like they're on fire, and my emetic rounds or whatever the stuff with my blood on it doesn't work on them. So I don't know how to kill them. I don't know if we'll see any on this mission here. Here's one of the pieces I need. Go over there. I don't want to pass any. Ruin the buildings. I don't have to kill them now. have 2, and I got all 3 pinged now, right? Awesome possum, let's do this. When it turns red, you're really close to messing you off. I don't know what it's doing. I feel like a drunk ninja. That's smaller. Big group and little group. Oh, another one plus that too. Not over there still. That. Oh, rainbow there. The ball's like half done. I don't know if I should finish it today, but I don't want to. One more thing to get. I can't hold my breath. I need my hand to hold my breath. That is very strange. Like, you can't just. No, you need that hand. You can't be holding on to your backpack or you can't hold your breath. It's so weird. Was it ruined beyond repair? Can I repair it? That's fine. You can see what happens when a BT packs it up. Here's a bigger BT. I don't know where it's supposed to be, like lion or something. And like, I don't have a gun to shoot it with. I have grenades. Oh, there's two of them. Cool. Buildings are coming up out of nowhere. This is reload. It's gonna go so far back. I was doing so well. God damn. Well, I top this up. Well, here we go again. I gotta save when I'm closer this time. Feel like I don't know why I didn't take it. I thought it was gonna be a good route for it, but I didn't know. That's a steep slope. So I should have been on the slope first. So the best way to save before you find BTs is to like, so you have that first warning where the radar thing doesn't pop out, and then you have the second one where it does. When you find the first warning, you want to backtrack a little bit, and then you can save. You can't save where there's enemies nearby. That way I don't have to save a billion times, I just wait till I'm close. So right now, so if I get out, and I backtrack a bit, it will let me save. Probably I don't know, it's still like, you know you're in BT territory when you see like weeds spreading up. So yeah, now I can save. Let's turn around and I'll go find some BTs. Try not to die this time or trigger them or whatever. Stuff nearby. Well, these are good if you're ever out of blood. I'm actually gonna. I have a good friend that I met on Reddit. I'm happy for her. She's doing well. She had like some weird stuff. I won't get into the details, but say like a shitty life situation when I first met her online, and she's met some like really nice guy, and she was having some health problems, and she was in the hospital for a bit, and I guess I hope she's doing better. But I didn't hear from her for 5 days, and I was worried. And she lives in like the States somewhere, I don't know, somewhere near the middle. She's moved around a lot. She's moved a lot of states, which is weird to me because like moving to another province, and especially when in Ontario and the bigger provinces, it's kind of a big thing. Maybe not so much of a big thing when you're in smaller provinces, but I don't know. I'm streaming. She had pizza for dinner. Speaking of dinner, I'm actually starting to get hungry, even though it's 11 o'clock. What did I eat today? Oh yeah, I had my leftover Chinese. I got some Chinese last night. Oh, it's so good. So I live near this place called Kai's Delight, little Chinese restaurant. I really like it. It's kind of it's you go inside and it's not like super expensive. It's not super fancy, but I love the place. Like they got like artwork that like kids do, and that they're like best Chinese food ever and shit. It's really cute. And then and the ceiling, it's like a false ceiling, and they got the old school like covers where like instead of a tile, it's like a whole like thing of plastic, and it's like a light diffuser and whatnot. And on those, they have like this like stylized, I don't know if you call it like artwork or just this design. It's just like splashes of paint, and it's like primary colors, and it's really cool looking. And I'm not a huge like Chinese food fan guy. I love chicken. I love chicken when I go to Chinese food. Like that's probably mostly what I get at the buffet. I tried some. I think it was pork fried rice or something. I wasn't a fan. I normally get the General Tao's chicken from Kai's Delight. I love it. And when you order it by yourself, you actually get like a little cup or bowl or whatever of plain white fried. It's not fried, sorry. It's just plain white rice. It's boiled. Um, and I like that because like you eat the chicken and it's like spicy and it's like so much flavor, and then you just eat a little bit of rice and it sort of balances it out because it's just plain rice. And I like that. I like that more than the actual rice that you can get that's flavored and stuff. It's just delicious. But yeah, they have great General Tao's chicken, and I ordered it last night after work. I called them. They normally close at 11. I called like 11, like 10:20 or something, and I wanted to place a pickup order. They're like, "How long are you gonna be?" Like, we're actually gonna close early. I was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. If you're closing, just whatever." And they're like, "No, no, no, no." I probably recognize me because I'm like the regular. I always get General Tso's chicken. It's like, "No, how long would it be?" Like, "Oh, I could be there in like 5 minutes." Like thinking like a lot less than 5 minutes because like I work just up the street and it's on the way home. And normally when I order it, like if it's not super busy and I get done right at 10, and I order it like 10:05 or whatever, I'd like take my time and go there really slow just so that I know that it's ready by the time I get there. And like I feel like they rush a little bit. Like if I get there, it's not ready. Um, yeah, I went last night and oh shit, it's online everywhere. Shouldn't lick the bottle directly, I guess. Oh God, now do I have a napkin over here? Shit, get up. Well, let's figure out what I should have for dinner. What are you doing? My chair looks a little green. That's weird. Jasper. No, it's good to eat. Talking about chicken actually makes me kind of want chicken. I have lots of chicken choices. And I should actually pull, well, I'm looking at the freezer. I should pull out a thing. I got frozen beef, so I can cook it up and defrost it in the fridge. You want your food? I guess it's 11. We're gonna stay up late though. I don't want to give it all to you. Got a lot more streaming in me, Jasper. Come on. I'll pull some ground beef out of the freezer. Real quick. Not that I'm being a slob right now, and I have no dishes. I do get like that sometimes, like the last long stretch of shit, like shifts in a row, like every day I work consecutively. I think it's 8 days back to back. I put off doing dishes and just like washed what I needed. But that's not what's going on right now. I wanted like a bigger. Like I got 2 sets of dishes. I have an old set and a new set. The new set kind of got big plates and small plates. The small plates are smaller than the small plates that came with my old set, and they're a little bit small for a big thing of portion of ground beef that I put in the freezer. So I forgot to. So I only have, I think, like 1 or 2 of the old smaller plates left, and that's what I wanted to use, and it was here. So I don't have any clean plates. I don't want to come off as more of a slob than I am on in my stream. Oh, man. Hiccups. I might be a little drunk. Obviously, I am drunk. Okay, so that plate's like air drying. I'm actually gonna have some popcorn chicken. There's another thing I have to clean for the chicken tray. Alright, so air drying. So I'll just turn on the oven. Should find out what temperature it's set. Not what I want. Meatballs too. Where's my chicken? Oh, there. Got 1 hot dog left. You gotta love that. Like jumbo hot dogs, they come in packs of 5. Regular hot dogs come in packs of 10. You get buns. What do they come in? 6 and 12 or 8-pack. I don't think I've seen an 8-pack of hot dogs. So 425. Yeah. So yeah, clean. Okay. Well, the oven's warming up. The clean dishes are drying. Nothing in the chat yet. I don't know if I've had any viewers. I don't have a thing on my screen over there showing me if there's any viewers, but I do have the restream chat, which should be connected to both Twitch and YouTube. So I only have a couple followers. Like, it's been a long time since I really streamed. So there we go. So just going into this area. See all the weeds that I grow, they die if you want to grow it. When there's BTs, when there's BTs, there's timefall. When there's timefall, sorry, the mic's over here. There's either BTs because of timefall or timefall because of BTs. I'm not sure which one is the cause. It's creepy as fuck, isn't it? Okay, so 3 pieces there. I need to find 4. This is the fourth one up here. It's actually encroaching right now. I'm gonna go cut this guy's cord. Okay, so Sam is a Dooms user or someone who has Dooms or something like that, which means he has these like supernatural abilities. But he's like a low level one, and there's this one that's like a slightly higher level. Her name is Fragile. She's the one who helps you teleport and fast travel. And then there's a bad guy who's a Dooms user. There's lots of other Dooms users, but there's a bad guy, and he also has a BB too. And like, there's a lot of mystery surrounding him. But he's a very high level apparently, and he can like summon and control BTs, and it's fucking crazy. But yeah, so not sure why. So I'm a little drunk. I can't even remember why I started talking about Sam and his Doom. Oh yeah, I think because Sam's is low level. He can't see the BTs at all without BB. So I'm wondering if the high level Dooms, if they can see them better. I can't get close enough to cut that cord. It's not good. I won't let me cut the cord. Okay, we're fine. If you can get to the edge of the tar, you're fine. Oh, I lost my card. Can't see around for a while. Tar starts rising up when these guys show up. They're like a little boss that you fight. It's one of those. It's something that one of those that enemy guy with Dooms I was talking about that can like summon and control BTs. He summons one of those and you fight them. I don't know if they show up after you fight that one boss. Because yeah, like when I first started triggering the BTs, like early game, I don't remember that thing showing up. It was actually like more like stuff you'd find in the ocean, like whales and dolphins or something. It'd be like a giant yeah, it was a giant dolphin would go not dolphin, a whale or something would like come up out of the tar and go back down, and then it would like come up again and it would turn into like a weird like squid or octopus with like all these tentacles. But now it's that weird lion four-legged, some four-legged. I don't know if you call it a dog or cat because you can't even tell what it is because it's so messed up. But it's got four legs. Oh, let's try this. I don't know what I want to play if I'm gonna play something other than Death Stranding. I'm gonna go take a break once my food is ready. Maybe I'll come back with something else. I am really buzzed right now. I am fairly drunk. Oh, look at all the bees. Hi, BTs. You want to cuddle? I get cuddly. I get nice. I'm kind of like a big cuddly teddy bear. Like I can get angry and upset, but I don't get into fights. I'd more likely be the guy to break up a fight. Be like, hey guys, let's just all get along. Let's just be friends. I don't know. Isn't there? I feel like I'm missing one. What the fuck? There's one really close. Where is it? Seriously, like, wait, did I get it all? Sorry, I must be getting really fast. No, I didn't get it yet. 1 of 5, but only 4. There should be one like right next to me. What the fuck is going on? Okay, then let's look at this. Let's do it in a different order this time. What? No! What are you doing? No! Oh my shit! Get away from my shit! Oh, am I gonna get away from this? But I got this. I got this. Fuck you. Wait, is that the one that I thought was like closer? And then like I look behind me and it's gone. This game is I love it. Look at these ruins, dude. Like, hats off to the entire team. I don't have a hat to take off, but this game is amazing. Like, they didn't fuck it up with the whole selling out thing. I kind of have a feeling, or I want to believe that most people who were involved in it thought it was a shitty decision. And I don't know, maybe sorry, I should pause. It's messing up my delivery time. Like I have a feeling that, or I hope that most people involved in the project of this game thought it was a stupid fucking decision to like make the whole stamina thing revolve around Monster Energy drink. Or maybe I don't know that. Maybe I don't have all the information. Maybe part of them felt like that, but then maybe they're like, oh well, at least I got like a good bonus for Christmas or whatever. Like, they deserve to get paid, like even if it does take a stupid fucking Monster Energy drink thing. That just shows what the times are like. Like when I was younger and I got into the world of video games, like playing things like Jedi Knight, Dark Forces 2, like that old PC game, or like, is it Shadow of the Empire or whatever, the awesome N64 Star Wars game that wasn't actually like a movie, like it was a whole story of its own. Like they put so much work into it. But the point I'm trying to get to is back then games were great. Games were amazing. And you wouldn't see, sorry, I got the hiccup. You wouldn't see product placement like this. You wouldn't see Monster Energy drink in a video game. And like, take a look at like this was a free game. I think it's gonna be fun because it's a motocross game. But it's right on my fucking PlayStation home screen. Monster Energy, which is the exact same size as the name of the game, Supercross, the official video game. Like it looks like garbage. I haven't tried it out. It's a free game. I might as well try it. And like, look, more from Monster Energy Supercross is like Monster Energy, Monster Energy, every single thing. It's just like they can't plaster Monster Energy enough. And I don't think Monster Energy is all that bad. It's just like this is like shoving it down our throats, which is shit. Now, Red Bull, I think the whole energy drink thing is kind of weird because like you'd get the can of Red Bull or whatever and it'd be like, or Monster or Rockstar or whatever, it'd be on the bottle of like the plain energy drinks like do not mix with alcohol. And then you go to the LCBO and it's like Rockstar vodka mixed drinks. And it's like, so you're selling me the part of the mixed drink by itself, and you're saying do not mix with alcohol, and then you're turning around and selling it with alcohol. Like that's really weird. Like that makes me wonder. Like, is it safe to sell with alcohol? Is it just like you have to? You can't have too much energy. I don't know. Like you have to balance the two. It's weird. But Monster Energy drink, I had nothing against Monster Energy drink years and years and years ago when Call of Duty Monster Warfare, Monster Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. I was on Xbox at the time. I got a PlayStation 3 after I had an Xbox. Or sorry, my memory's a little fuzzy. Or I had a PlayStation 3 that died, and I think I replaced it. And I think my replacement Blu-ray drive died because it's sitting at my parents' house right now. But I had an Xbox 360, and I think I had it. I can't remember if I had it first or if I got it after my PS3 crapped out. Because my PS3 crapped out when I think we were playing Rock Band or something at my apartment back in the day. And I think my friends they like to smoke the reefer and they were smoking joints in the room. And I'm not a huge joint guy, but like having a joint or a cigarette in the same room as electronics is really bad. And I attribute that PlayStation dying to all the joints that what's his name? Gifted Brothers Cheeb. He has this stupid online persona. But he killed my PlayStation 3. He did a lot of other shit too, but that's what he did back then. But I know that when I got Modern Warfare 2, I had Xbox 360 at the time. It was pretty awesome. I don't think I got the Red Ring of Death. I think I was lucky. I think I was spared. But I had Fable 2. I really liked Fable. I think Fable 2 is better than Fable 3. I can't remember. I love Fable. If Fable 2 and 3 were like expansions of Fable, the first one, where like they added more like abilities and more monsters and more lore and more parts of the world to visit, that would be great. But like Fable 2 and Fable 3 are very similar. They're more alike than they are alike to Fable 1. And they're okay. But the problem with Fable 2 was it wasn't for PC. Fable, the first one, was for Xbox and PC. And they're like, oh, well, to boost our Xbox sales, we're gonna take our one of our main sellers, Fable, and make it Xbox only, and it was garbage. But then again, I can't remember which one was better, Fable 2 or Fable 3. But anyways, Monster Energy drink that I got Modern Warfare 2 at the midnight release, and I got a 4-pack of Monster Energy drink, and I actually think it tastes better than not Rockstar. I can't never really drink Rockstar. I think it's better than Red Bull. But if they're gonna shove it down my throat with like a sponsored game where like the logo of Supercross is might as well why is it AMA? What's that even stand for on Reddit? That's an Ask Me Anything, but I don't know what that is for there. Uh, but the logo for Monster Energy is just as big as the name of the game, and it's like the official video game. It looks like it's cheap garbage. Like I haven't played it. It might actually be well made and like fun to play, and it's free for PlayStation Plus users. I do not like the product placement. Oh, my legs. I'm getting old. I do not like the product placement in Death Stranding. It's excessive. And I consider Death Stranding to be like a piece of art, and I consider the product placement to take away. So the oven is ready. Sorry, I don't know how well you guys can hear me from over there. So the oven's ready. My dishes aren't dry yet. I'm gonna throw some popcorn chicken in, and by the time it's ready, I'm gonna go eat some popcorn chicken, and then I will come back. Maybe with Call of Duty. I don't know. I tried some Call of Duty earlier, and it's a bad feeling. Maybe some Fallout 76. One of my buddies is playing it. I will have to change discs for that. I was smart. I got a bunch of games on discs, so when I'm done with them, or if I don't want to play them, I can sell them. I can't do that with digital. I think you should be able to like get a little bit of a rebate to have it good for the account. I don't know. People are going to end up with these huge libraries, games that they will never play, that they probably bought that were on sale or whatever. I don't think it would hurt to give people like $5 or $10 like in-store credit, like Steam or PlayStation Store or whatever, and take that game off their account. Or maybe like a percentage of the price that they paid when they got it, or I don't know. That would make too much sense. With the world. I always like to say that when I come up with like a good idea, I'd be like, wouldn't it be great if it was like this? But that would make too much sense. That's not how the world works. Sadly. Take a look at the stream. How it's doing. I can get some more information. I have a shortcut here. No active viewers. Oh, I'm legally obligated to tell YouTube if my stream is made for kids, and it is not. But it shouldn't be age restricted because it's for like people, young adults. I don't know. It's not specifically made. Why do I need a title? Oh God. What the fuck? It's making me create a new stream even though I have a stream running right now. I have no idea what's going on. Like, it's working on Twitch. This is this weird channel setting. That's better. Is it still streaming? Is it working? What's going on YouTube? Check out YouTube real quick. Okay, so it's streaming. 0 watching. The health is yellow. Why is it only yellow? Minor viewers may be experiencing minor issues. My preview looks fine. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. The preview is not fine. The video is not updating. Okay, it's updating. There's just a significant lag there. So I'm going to go through my popcorn chicken oven. I might come back with some Fallout 76. Oh, I should come back with Shadow of the Cloud. I think that's what I'll do. I feel like I'm not putting enough on the baking tray, but always other things I can eat. I don't want to make more than my stomach can actually take. Wait, I gotta look at the time. So the instructions say, I got my timer over here on my table. 7 minutes, flip, and then 5 more minutes. I gotta get some cookie mix. I got some chocolate chips to make some cookies. I like to make them every once in a while. I don't have anything to. Don't have the mix to make them, so I got putting the chicken in my oven made me think of that. So that's Stranding. My very entertaining stream. I don't know if it is actually entertaining. The things I talk about are entertaining to me, so it might be entertaining to me, but the funny thing is, because I'm here making the stream, I'm not going to rewatch it because I was here the whole time. So, my entertaining stream for no one. Well, I very, very luckily got away from that. Yeah. God, what's going on? I only got 2 pings, and I still need 3 more. Shouldn't be anything significantly different for this playthrough, but it seems to be giving me a hard time scanning for that third or final. I hate when they're like right next to me or right above me and it doesn't give me the option to cut the umbilical cord. Bullshit when it does that, I say bullshit. And I can't save after I go into the enemy territory, BTs and shit. So if I mess up, I have to go all the way back to the beginning of when I like actually started. I think I'm excessively holding my breath. I don't really need to do it. Probably won't come back together at a later date because this is a. There we go. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's the one that I walked through here into this area to get to, and then normally pick it up very first every time I reload, but it did not want to show up. But there it is. That looks like a baby. Oh, so there are baby BTs. So that's bigger enough. When he swings like that, I fucking freak out. Like I'm trying to cut a cord, but I'm pressing the button before the option shows up. We just got that one left, right? 1, 2, yeah, okay. Like I did the hard part first. Now I gotta go do the easy part and just get the fuck out of here. Where can I see him? Get the fuck out of the vehicle. If it's actually even gonna. Oh, right in front of me. I think it moves them when I cut the umbilical cord. I don't know if the truck's gonna still run, but let's get over there. So anything in the time fall, like this truck right now, is gonna like over gradually like lose its integrity and stop working. Yada yada yada. You get stuck on rocks. Oh no! Stay away from the BTs. Trying to turn. It'd be better if I had a bike. One truck. Oh, I gotta flip a chicken. Chicken flipping time. So 7 minutes and then 5 minutes. After this. Chicken would be so good. I should have made some onion rings. So, work's been kind of rough recently. Ever since I got promoted, there's this guy I've been working with. He's been there a long time. He knows his shit, but it's like he's like half asleep most of the time. Like he doesn't really put in the effort. Like if he did, they probably would have asked him to be promoted instead of me, and I think he resents me for that. I've been having trouble with him, so like I've been kind of upset because of it. He flipped out on me the last time I worked with him, and he like crossed the line. He like called me in the middle of a rush. He called me useless in front of all our customers and my coworkers. Like that's totally unacceptable, and it made me really upset because like what I feel like bending over backwards to make him happy because I know I have this feeling that he resents me for being promoted. So I already feel strained whenever I work with him, and he flipped out on me, called me useless. And I was just like, "Oh, you're calling me useless? Like you really want to do that? Like I gotta tell Kim about that." He's like, "No, I'm gonna go tell Kim." And like he followed me to the back when like I was really upset and I was getting a little shaky because I get anxiety. And like I thought our manager left, and I was trying to call her, and she was actually in the washroom. And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna call her too, cause I've been here longer than you. Like I know her number two." Like he's like, acting like he has this insuperiority complex going on or something. I don't know. I'm like, I've been walking on eggshells around the guy, letting him do his own thing, even when it's like caused issue. Like there was one night where it caused issues where he like ran off to go do garbages when like we were just got out of like a rush and it was like really busy, so I thought like a rush was going to start up any second, and there was higher things on my list of priorities that I wanted him to do, and he just ran off and did these other things that they needed to be done. And I was glad that he had the initiative to go and do something, because sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes a lot of people don't have the initiative, and as soon as the rush is over, they'll be like, "Oh, it's time to just like turn to her coworker and have conversation." but they can totally do work while having a conversation. We all have headsets on. We all kind of talk to each other. We're like going to the back and grabbing stuff. Like plenty of people have no issue working and having a conversation at the same time. But other people, they'll just stand around in a circle. I'll be working my ass off and come around the corner, and I normally don't do anything about it. But yeah. So anyways, he like followed me to the back. I'm trying to get a hold of the manager. Like I can't be out on the floor. Like I was brewing coffee, and he was accusing me of cleaning the pots and servers that I was brewing coffee in. And I wasn't even thinking about cleaning at that point. I was just trying to brew coffee because we had some stuff expired that I was dumping and replacing. And yeah, he was giving me a hard time, and he wouldn't. I was practically begging him to go out on the floor, and he was just challenging me. He was like, we're obviously having an issue here. I need to be the one who goes and gets the manager if we need the manager to resolve this issue. Like, I can't have you being like, no, I'm going to go do it when you're not the supervisor on the floor. I'm having a hard time. But I don't know if it's because of it or like I just like having work on my mind a lot. But like my mind jumped to how we brew coffee, and I have this crazy idea for this all-in-one like sugar milker creamer coffee machine that would eliminate our need to brew coffee in advance. It wouldn't be like a little K-cup system with like excessive plastic. It would have these crazy mechanical things that I'm trying to figure out in my mind, how like it could brew coffee like one cup at a time, and have like the ground coffee be in like a vacuum sealed environment or something with like just like nitrogen or whatever comes in the packets of coffee that we get that keeps them fresh. And it would all be like measured and calculated, and like it would be computerized, and it'd be like, okay, so it's getting like 2 cream and 2 sugar, so it needs less coffee brewed, so it would brew slightly less coffee than say if it was doing the same size coffee was black with no milk cream and whatnot. And so like I have this crazy idea for like a machine. I don't know if it's actually possible. I'm not an engineer. Maybe I could find someone on YouTube who'd be interested in partnering up with me. It's something I'd like to take. I'd like to like run by people I locally work with and like tell them that I'm interested in taking it to like their franchises. So I'm interested in taking it to a corporation, and it might just be a pipe dream, but it's something that like my brain decided to do, sort of get its mind off all the stress that's going on. I shouldn't go into too much more detail, but like I will say, like I sat down with the manager and told her like that someone I was supervising called me useless on the floor and accused me of cleaning servers and pots when I was just trying to brew stuff in those servers and pots to ensure that our customers did not walk away with a coffee or a tea that was expired, that wasn't hot enough, if it was like decaf or dark roast, or if it was steep tea or our original blend. The reason why we expired after 20 minutes is because those are on active burners. They're actively being heated, so if they're on them for longer than 20 minutes, they develop a burnt taste, which is why we have to throw that out after 20 minutes. Called me useless, and then in the back, when like I told him like I need you out on the floor, I just need it like a moment, like I got anxiety, like I'm shaking right now, you've really upset me. His response was, I don't give a shit. And then our baker, who's actually good friends with the guy who's giving me a hard time, so drama. He was nearby, and like I didn't like try and like drag him into it, be like, man, like I need you to like tell him he can't do that shit. Like I walked over it. I just needed to make sure he was hearing what was going on because I didn't want a situation where it's like I go to the manager and say like, oh, this guy I'm having troubles with, he's saying these things to me, like go, and then like he go to the manager and be like, I didn't say that. So I went to the baker, who I know is friends like chummy with the guy. Like I wasn't trying to put him in a tight place, but like he told me like it's like I was like, are you hearing what how he's talking to me? He's like it's not my problem. And so that's not acceptable. Like the manager actually spoke to him about it too, and he's actually our health and safety representative. So like if our employees are berating each other, the person who's on the receiving end of that isn't going to exactly feel safe at work. So health and safety, it's a little bit more than like slips and falls. Like you, as a health and safety rep, you can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna focus on my work while my coworkers yell at each other. You can't fucking do that. It's no, and he gets like, I don't know if he got a raise because he's a health and safety rep, or I know for a fact that on performance evaluation he gets bonus marks for being a health and safety rep. So if he's not making me feel safe, he's not really doing his job as a health and safety. Anyways, my chicken's ready, so I should probably go eat that. Sorry guys, I was a little too monologue-y there, not enough gameplay. But I should be able to save now. And I might come back with some more Death Stranding, or maybe I'll come back with something else. Oh no, I can't save yet. My chicken's wet and ready. I'm going to as quickly as possible. I think that jolly might be a sign that I can save. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, as I was talking about that machine, like I'm working on the idea behind it. I'm not really an engineer or a designer. Maybe I could partner up with someone who like hears my ideas and like hopefully like I got a good mind, like I got a good idea. And like, yeah, we can make that work, and like together we can brainstorm shit. Like maybe someone who's a great engineer who but doesn't work at Tim Hortons, doesn't understand brewing coffee. And I'm like working on ideas for like presentations for like the higher ups at the corporate. Be like something in the future. Be like, the year is 2050. Water has become scarce. Tim Hortons has remained a service and food industry leader. They have come up with the ultimate coffee machine. No water is wasted. No coffee grinds are wasted. Everything is made to order. Somehow, as people struggle for clean drinking water, they still have access to delicious coffee brewed fresh, ready to order. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow there. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat my chicken. Jasper wants a little bit more food, but your food's all done. You're all done. You have nothing left. Leave me alone. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat. I'll be back.